Good morning and welcome back to the channel. This morning I'm just having a look at the grass. It's looking very much like it's ready. It's a bit wet in the bottom, but overall it's looking pretty good. We've got a good forecast for at least the next week, that's what it says. Don't know how accurate that's going to be. But I think, looking at this grass, and Fern and Russ think the same, this can only mean one thing. You've guessed it, we are mowing. Dad's got it on yesterday, but just needs quick grease around, and there's quite a dew on this morning, so I'm in no rush to get mowing. I'll get it all done today, so I think that gives me time to give the old girl a bit of a swirl off, and the mower too. So, go get it. So, this is our mower. It's a Vicon, which is the same as a Cavern. It's a disc mower, but as you can see, I was just going to have a look at the blades. They all look pretty blunt to me, so I think I'm going to go get my impact gun and quickly whiz them all off and turn them round and have new blades for this year. Bit of band wrapped around there too. But yeah, as you can see, that's a worn edge and that's a new edge. So they're reversible blades. So all I'm going to do is spin them around like that. Put the bolt back through. Which is obviously easier said than done. And that is changed. So I'll crack on, do all the rest of them, and catch up. So Dad greased the PTO shaft yesterday to put it on, so I'm just going to give all the other moving parts a bit of a grease. That needs a good grease because that's the pivoting point where it lifts up and down at the end of every run. The blades are swapped, greased up, Dad greased PTO, so she is all good to go. Get her folded back down, get the pin in, and I'm just going to give the tractor a quick bath. So that's the clean tractor. Want to run before, to be fair, but I like it when shiny. So we are, chorus, ready for mowing. So just set the height of the mower. Well, roughly. Let's set her going now. So I've cut a bit there, just from the edge of the field onto here, that you can see there. But if I just clear off a run, you'll be able to see if it's cutting level across it, which it's not far off. It's probably a bit longer at this end, but it's hard to tell whether it's contouring or not. So I think I'll drop it down a bit at this end, leave top link where it is because that's a nice height, it's not scalping it too much. And then do a bit more check again when I'm doing the run alongside it. Just started the second one around, so I'm going to have a kick about now and see how it's going. There it is. Russ is helping, as always. So yeah, I'll just drag all the grass off from 2 runs. God, that's wet underneath. So yeah, what we're looking for is that the grass what's left, like the stubble of the grass, is the same length all the way across it, and we're not missing a bit, which we're not. To me, that looks like it's making a real nice job forward. So keep on that, get this field knocked off into the next one, then got one just down the road. So you might have seen just then, as I've come into the field, I've had the tractor to the outside of the field on like the fence line, and I've left that bit because the mower was set to the right, cuts to the right. That is because we like to do our fields, so I'll go round and round and round to do my headland. Then I'll do the ups and downs, and I'll leave that last sort of width till the end of the field. Because the last thing I want to do is do the first time around the hedge back first, and there'll be a branch or something like that you can't see, hit that, smash the mower up, and not be able to do the rest of the field. I'd rather that happen at the end of the field, and at least the rest of the field is done. Or that's my thinking behind the end. So it's going really well now. It's a bit bumpy in this field. That's because it used to be 2, so we used to do the ups and downs through the layout. Then we split it off because after this first cut, this side gets horses in, the other side might get some fur on, get a second cut off that. So that's the plan. The other trouble we've got with the weather this year as it's been, as wet as it has, like yeah, we've got a good forecast, but the ground underneath this grass is absolutely wet through. So I'm dropping this grass and it's dropping it onto wet ground, and it draws moisture up out of the ground, which the ground's, it'll take weeks to dry, especially with this cover on it, with all this grass on it. So we're sort of stuck with that. So all we can do is mow it, and we might just have to turn it a bit more than we normally have to, because it's not down on that dry hard ground so it can bake on it. So that is something that we might have trouble with, but we might not, it might be alright. But just feeling underneath it, it's so saturated with ground. Got all the ups and downs on this field now, just doing the outside run. Trying not to break the mower or break any fence post or hit that bank in. then make a move into that next piece. Across this second piece now, it's going really well. Mower's going well. I had new belts on last year as we finished and it seems to be loads better. I had a bit of trouble last year with blocking up a bit, but it's going really well. Yeah, I left the stubble sort of thing a bit longer than I was to start with. Just I thought if it's a bit taller what it's sat on, it won't be on the ground and it might not draw as much moisture up out of the ground. So I don't know if it makes a difference, and I suppose there's no way of actually knowing if that will work, but we'll see. This field's just got a couple of greener patches where there's a pond in them trees there, so just around that it's quite a bit greener and more lush grass just around the back of it, so I might just take a bit more dried out, but it should all be at the same time anyway. So I'm just over at his other field now. Normally this is really thin and it doesn't do as well, but I'm guessing because of how wet it's been this year, it's actually looking really well. It's a pretty thick crop. It's just really awkward to get into. We used to get over a bridge, but now apparently the bridge isn't safe. And I just got this in, so I don't know how we're going to get there. so we're going to have to have a look into that, doing that. But yeah, it's looking really good. The other trouble is that it's surrounded by housing estates now, all new houses. So that means that this has turned into a dog park basically, and it gets absolutely hammered with people walking dogs on it. We even had someone fence it off, put the horses on it, and when we came to ask what they're doing, they said that they didn't think it was owned by anyone. So it's a handy little field to have. We've got grass in it now. We used to put cereals in it, but it's just too much hassle getting to. So yeah, grass in it, but that comes with its own problems. Done for now anyway. Got this field done. Looks pretty well, to be fair. It's a bit lighter at the top end, pretty happy with it. So next job we'll be getting the new turner on and getting that out into the field. See how that goes, so I look forward to that. Again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.